Okay, week 6. We just reviewed crossfade and blend. We looked at this 1D blend. We reviewed that in our blend from idle to walk, we got it tied to the V parameter, which is how much vertical movement is on the analog stick. We see how we can nice and smoothly interpolate between idle and walk and everything in between. But then we ask ourselves the question, how can we go a little bit better? What if we wanted to go from idle slowly to walk and then up into a run? How can we use what we know to expand on this? Well, first thing we need is a run animation. Do we have one? We do not. How can we get a run animation? I heard check Mixamo. Good idea. So we're going to go to Mixamo, type in run. What run are we going to do? How about this one with the arms? That's kind of funny. Or do you want this one? Or does it matter? Let's try this. What's our character? We're using Malcolm, right? So let's change it to Malcolm. The tool will retarget it. There's the anim running. Is this an in place or a brute motion animation? And how can you tell? Try it out if you can tell. Yeah. Think it's in place? Who agrees? If I click in place, that's what I got. So in place means the animation does not have any translation on it. If you want the character to move, you have to do it yourself in code or with physics or with some other thing. If I say not in place, that means your motion. That means this animation is allowed to animate the parent game object. It's allowed to animate the transform. So this animation data, some animator built that, right? And it's a little bit more modern technique for having an animation move your character. It looks a little bit better because you have an artist who's able to control exactly the speed. Does that make sense? Unless you're doing a tank game or a robot game, if you push forward and you're walking forward, it's very seldom that you walk at a constant speed and then stop. And walk at another constant speed and then stop. It's actually, regardless of who we are, a forward movement actually has a little bit of a side-to-side to it in the hips. If you were to graph it from the top, if your character was like this, facing forward, and you sort of push up, they're actually going to do something like that. And it's really subtle. You don't necessarily see it. But if you look at it, you might have noticed this in the late 90s, early 2000s game. The feet slide a little bit, or the hips looks a little bit too locked, a little bit too rigid. So root motion animation for humanoids solves it for other animals and things and legs too. So that's why we prefer root motion sometimes. So let's get this thing. Hit download. Please sign in. Okay, I can log in. Animation. Run. This one. Download. FBX. No skin. 30 frames a second download. I'll save that to running. Okay, so I got a running animation. I'm going to show it. Now I'm going to import it. I'm going to drag and drop running into assets right there. So that's going to import it. If I click on running, I'm going to move it into animals. That's even better. No character model. So what's the first thing we do? We go to reg. We switch it to humanoid. We say copy from other avatar. What's the avatar we're playing this on? We're playing this on Malcolm. Close it. We hit apply. Now we go to animation. It knows how to preview the animation because we set Malcolm on the avatar, so now that's why it's connected that to us. If we press play, we see it's a root motion animation. He's moving with his arms like that, like we saw. So that's all great. What else do we want to change? It's a looping animation, right? Just like the idle and the walk. So we're going to hit loop time, we're going to hit loop pose, we're going to hit play. There it goes. Okay, so now to the problem at hand. We want to go from idle to walk to run. We're going to go back to this clip. Let's rename this clip Run, Running. Because we don't like our clips to be called MakeSomeMo.com. That's a boring name. And we're going to go back to our blend tree. We're going to add another field, add motion field, and we're going to drag and drop running in there. Hey, look, now we've got 3 triangles. Does that make sense? Why would we have 3? It's still a 1D blend, but now we're starting to get this Argyle pattern, right? It shouldn't scare us too much. If you think about what's happening between 0 and 0.5, we're really only ever playing 2 animations. Only the left and the middle contribute, and after 0.5, only the middle and the second one contribute. So it's still a 1D blend of 2 animations. So you can chain these along as far as you want. If it's not clear, we can preview it, right? Here's our guy. Here's our hero. We're going to press preview. T is 0, so we're 100% idle, 0% walk, 0% run. We're going to increase T like we did before. There we are, about 20% idle. Excuse me, 80% idle, 20% walk. He's got that slow shuffle. 50-50, we're halfway between idle, halfway between walk. At halfway through the T value, we're 100% walk, 0% idle, and 0% run. If we keep going even further, he's going to start to go a bit faster. He's going to start to skip a little bit. I'm going to talk about that. But the arms are also starting to go up and down. He's dancing, and then he'll eventually get to the full run. Right? Again, we've tied this to a one-dimensional blend. You can slow down again, put your arms down, start hopping around a bit. Okay, start walking. Okay, start slowly walking and stop. Why are his feet skipping near the end? Yeah. We are trying to combine animations, and so we're literally doing it. We're literally doing it with blend. We're controlling the percentage. The reason why the idle and the walk work really nicely is because the idle and the walk are in phase. They're both 30 frames a second animations, but the frame where the left foot and the right foot hit the ground are at about the same point in the animation. So when you blend between the two of them, the feet are still hitting the ground in phase. That run that I picked was deliberately out of phase. It was a little bit spastic. So when you do that interpolation, you get a little bit of a stutter step. So we would need to find the run animation that matches with the walk to get them into phase, so that was a smoother blend. And we could definitely do that, right? There's walk anims, and there's run anims. You're translating faster, but the points where your feet hit the ground are the same in terms of time, which will be last time.